We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NJHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 2011, and with today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as a role model for other students. In addition to the strong academic records which establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many students' organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities including faculty care, Fairhaven Food Pantry, and traditionally the kindergarten class at Spring Shadows Elementary. We are proud of this record of accomplishment and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of our continuing work as NJHS members. It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in Holy Spirit Episcopal School chapter of the National Junior Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society members of the chapter. We'll now review these qualities for the candidates. We begin with scholarship.
Scholarship denotes a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for human education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, the torch guiding us to understand the present, and the light that illuminates the future. Candidates have the urge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Nelson Mandela once said, "A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination. But when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special." And we do have something very special here at Holy Spirit Episcopal School.
And now we introduce service.
My office is service. Service can be established in the routine of the day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others, both at school and in the community. A willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or public recognition, is the quality to seek in our membership and promote the entire student body. We are committed to volunteering our time and talents to the creation of a better tomorrow. Mother Teresa dedicated her life to service and encourages us to do the same by reminding us that at the end of life, we will not be judged by how many diplomas we have received, how much money we have made, how many great things we have done, We will be judged by, I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was homeless, and you took me in.
Next, we introduce leadership.
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus, to lead a meaningful and substantive charge to each of our members. Lao Tzu once said, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists, when his work is done. His aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" I believe this to be an apt description of our student leadership. We are there because we desire to make life better for others without calling attention to ourselves.
Now, we introduce character.
Character is the force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, once developed, grows steadily within. Character is achieved and not received. It is a product of constant thought and action, the daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, to be rather than to seem. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character. And what better example do we have of character than Abraham Lincoln, who said, "Character is like a tree and reputation is like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing."
And last, we introduce citizenship.
I represent citizenship, the obligations of each member of our society faces to live up to the democratic ideals given to us by the founders of our country. The responsibilities each of us has to our home community, our state, our nation, and our world are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite us as civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of our fellow citizens. Good citizenship requires that we remain strong and vigilant in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and preventing injustice from entering our lives. We remain the members of the chapter, are called to live up to the high standards of citizenship from this day forward.
At this time, will the new inductees please join me, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing,
I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing,
to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader,
to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader,
to give of myself freely in service to others, and to hold as a fundamental and worthy and untarnished character,
to give myself freely in services to others, and to hold as fundamental and worthy and untarnished character,
In so doing, I shall prove myself worthy of a place in the National Junior Honor Society.
In doing so, I shall provide myself worthy of a place in the National Junior Honors Society.
Thank you. And now, as your name is called, please step forward onto the stage to receive your tokens of membership and sign the official chapter registry. I'd like to thank our advisor, Mrs. Shrader, and the members of the induction ceremony committee, Mr. Smith, Mrs. Simons, Mrs. McKenzie, Mrs. Parada, and Mrs. Johnson for their hard work in organizing this year's induction ceremony. Thank you all for tuning in to our NJHS induction ceremony. In just a moment, the new inductees will recess. Please stay tuned as students process out to collect their celebration on a stick as a small acknowledgement of their accomplishments and to remind them how sweet the rewards are for those who dedicate themselves to making life better for those around them.